going to be the first video in our moving series. I'm super excited because over the past month we've been working really hard, decluttering, packing, staging, and all that stuff. So I really wanted to share some of the tips and tricks we learned along the way, and especially DIY for you guys to get you excited. Alright, so the first thing I want to share is some tips on how to make your room not look sterile. Now, I feel like this is really important because as we've been decluttering, taking down everything, all the personal stuff, all the posters, all the decor that really made you, your room gets really sterile. Like, really sterile. Like, your walls are blank, there's nothing on any of your counters. Like, it just feels like a hotel. And I mean, it's not as bad for me because I'm living at college most of the time, so it's like I'm not going to really have to be here for most of it when my room's like bare. But I really feel bad for you guys, especially in high school, middle school, and if you're commuting to college and you have to stay in a room that like literally is super sterile and there's like none of you in it. So I'm going to give you a DIY to help you with that. So let's get into it. Alright, so the first DIY I'm going to show you guys how to make is how to make this lovely frame full of all your personal memorabilia. Now I know what you're saying. Wait, Mary, didn't you just say that like we can't have personal memorabilia out when you're staging and moving? Yes, but the reason why I think this is great is because A, all your personal memorabilia is in one place, not all around your room, not in multiple different moving boxes, it's all just in this one frame. And then secondly, you can just slide this frame right into a drawer, a box, a moving box, you have to do that. So it's just great so you don't lose anything. And then you can also have this out on your desk, on your nightstand. You can hang this up on your wall because it's hanging. And just really, make your room not feel so sterile. So let's get into this DIY.
Alright, so the first thing you're going to need is just a regular picture frame. I got mine at Walmart and it was super cheap, so that's cool. And then the second thing you're going to need is just assorted memorabilia. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is open up your frame. So this is going to be different for everyone. My frame, the sides just popped off, so you're going to see me opening it right here. Alright, now that your frame is open, start placing various memorabilia everywhere. I kind of like the scattered effect, unplanned. I just move it as I went along. So just feel free to get, creative with this part. And you just keep doing that until you finish your whole frame. And feel free to move stuff around too. It took me a while to get it. And here is the final project. So I think it looks really cute and nice, and it's just a nice keepsake.
Okay, so my second tip is to get audiobooks. Now I know you're saying, okay, this seems a little random, but no, trust me, there's some reason to my madness. So with an audiobook, A, you can listen to it while you're cleaning out all your closets, all your drawers, all your everything. So that's fun, instead of just listening to music, which I like doing too, but it kind of gets a little repetitive when listening to the same stuff on Spotify. And B, you're not cluttering up your room again. So instead of having a physical copy of a book that's just going to sit there on a shelf and then you're going to have to pack away in a box, you have an audio copy, a digital copy that just goes right on your little device anyway. So the book I've been reading is the Welcome to the Night Vale book. I love it, and it's really long, it's like 12 hours, so that's good. I have some time when I'm cleaning and everything. I just pop that sucker and, just listen to a chapter or two. And I don't know, it really helps just, add variety to the whole decluttering and cleaning. Alright, so my third tip on moving and staging and everything is to get these puppies. So what these little things are Rejuvenate markers. So these colors come in multiple colors, and they will match your wood furniture and floor, which is really important because my house has a lot of hardware and it has got scratches over the years. So you just paint these. They're just like a regular marker. No, nothing really fancy. This is a walnut one. They come in multiple different colors to match wood colors, so that's cool. Okay, one thing that's really important with this, which I do want to warn you guys, is that you have to color in on like a leg or underneath it because it may not match perfectly. That's unfortunately what happened with my dresser. This thing was just not matching. So if you had like a piece of furniture, say at Target, that was, espresso, the espresso marker will match it perfectly. But if you don't know exactly what color your drawer is or your floor is, it's really important to just do a little corner where no one's going to see it. So that's the only thing with these, but besides that, they work very, very, very well. And they come in all the typical shades of wood. Let me just get them out, sorry. Including walnut, maple, cherry, mahogany, oak, and espresso. So that's cool. I highly recommend. They weren't that expensive, like $7 or something. So that's pretty cool. You can get it anywhere like Walmart or Target. So definitely look into these if you have any type of wood that has been scratched and abused over the years. And then the second part of this, we didn't try this out yet, but these are the same thing. These are blend sticks. I'm planning on trying this out on my drawer that this stuff isn't working. Again, these are really cheap and you can't really go wrong. So look into that. Tip number 4 I have is the decor side. So obviously your stager is probably like, you need to put paintings here, you need to put something in this room because there's literally nothing in this room right now. So my stager really wanted paintings, and we literally have a painting in like every room. It's pretty intense because my parents like are not a big fan of art. So I recommend if your stager is bugging you about getting paintings, you can go to, you know, thrift store. That's where we got most of ours. You can get them really cheap. Like it was like $10. It's also 50% off. So definitely check that out before you go to like a bigger chain store and spend tons of money, because art can get a little pricey. I wouldn't recommend making your own art. I mean, unless you're like a professional artist, but they do not like anything personal in your house. So I really just recommend going to like a thrift store, or if you see like a really good deal at like Target or Walmart, then going for it. But personally, thrift stores have been my best friend, and they also like flowers there, which you can also get at thrift stores, but just really fake flowers. We get fake flowers. We might put real ones downstairs, but fake flowers have so far been our best friends. So you can see the fake flower right there. So they just really liven up the room, and it helps like bring some color into the room without like having to paint your walls or anything. So yeah, check that out. All right, so another tip I have is table runners, tablecloths, and all that jazz. So if you have a table that is super disgusting and you do not have time to stain it, and on a side note, staining literally takes forever to dry. Like we painted our chairs like over a week ago and they still are not dry. So if you do not have time to stain before you have to show your house, throw on table runners or tablecloths. They make it look so much better. That's what I did to my drawer over there, and I'm going to show you some footage about that. And it just looks so much better than having that disgusting, ugly wood chip and the markers not matching fiasco going on. So, and you can make them up really cheaply. The tablecloths I'm about to show you, I got like for like $5. There's a clearance at like Target. So definitely look into those if you do not have time to stain. Alright, so another tip I have is definitely donate things you do not want. Please, 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 please do not throw out things you don't want. So I have a local thrift store, Salvation Army, that will accept, you know, fairly new like things. It could be anything like towels, clothes, really anything like shoes. So we donate there, and not only are we not throwing away things that can be used again, we're also getting a slight tax deduction by doing that. So that's really nice. So please, when you're like cleaning and everything, don't just chuck everything to the trash can. I know there's things, really disgusting things that I chuck into the trash can, but for the most part, we've been really good at donating it. So I please, please, please beg you to donate. And you know, save yours. If it's something that could be used again, you know, there's no sense of it sitting in a landfill. So please try to donate as much as you can, because not only will you probably get tax deduction, or you know, you just did something good for other people. So I really recommend it. So yeah. Alright, so my last tip definitely has to be clean under your beds. So I know what you're saying, why do I have to clean under my bed? I know I have to do that eventually before we move. So when people do open houses, they check under beds. Don't ask me why, I can't tell you, but this is things we heard from multiple sources. So definitely just clean underneath your bed, and I know there's probably like tons of disgusting stuff under there, which kind of sucks, but just do it. That's just one of the secret tips I just wanted to tell you, because I found that really weird. Because like every stager has told us that, so I just kind of wanted to share that to you guys, especially if you have a lot of junk under your bed. You should probably get on that before an open house. Alright guys, that's all for the video. So I hope this helped with all the staging tips and the moving tips. And I definitely feel your pain when you're moving and you've been in a house for 15 years. Trust me, I know the struggle. We have so much stuff everywhere. It's been so long and so hard to clean. So, you know, stay strong. You're going to get there, I promise. I know it's really painful, but you will get there. So I hope these tips helped you with your staging and also your moving. And I don't know, I mean, there's not really, I can't like say have fun with it. It's not very fun, but you know, just look forward to your new house and just starting new again. And it gives you a lot of chances to detox everything in your room. So, I mean, it's kind of like you don't have to do a spring cleaning when you move. So that's really nice. Alright, so I hope this helped. And if you like what you see, subscribe down here for more videos. Alright, so that's all guys. See you next week.